Planet Coaster 2 is only just released, and I'm already talking about DLCs. But I'm really enjoying my time with the game, and the potential of it is insane. I really hope the future's bright for this game, and there is a lot of DLC and other content packs that will come in the future. So I just thought I'd make a little speculation video going through some of the DLCs that I'd like to see. If you've got any more suggestions, don't hesitate to comment them down below, as I'm sure I won't cover every coaster in this list. But today I've created 4 DLCs that I'd like to see in the future of Planet Coaster 2, so let's get into them. Now the first DLC I'm going to go through, which is the actual first DLC I'd like to see them bring to the game, is Thrill Rides. This would just be a really fun DLC full of loads of coasters that I'm sure we'd all love and would be a nice easy win. Highest on everyone's priority list, I'm sure, is an Intamin Blitz. We need this model in Planet Coaster 2, like, now please. Just a coaster like this that can have the switch tracks and drop tracks from the other coasters, but also have like a swing launch, new modern Intamin trains, modern gen track. Just please give us an Intamin Blitz. And while we're on the subject of awesome new gen coasters, why not add a Vekoma suspended thrill coaster? We've already got our first modern gen Vekoma in the game, so I would really hope that we get to see this one soon. Next up is a coaster that I really personally want, a mini B&M dive coaster. A lot more dive coasters now are these mini types, and especially if we're building smaller parks, these will be really handy to be able to have. And lastly, in this Thrill Rides DLC, I would love to see an Intamin and RMC single rail coaster. I just want to build a really fast, quick transitions coaster like this, and it'll be so fun to be able to do if we get it. Our next DLC is one that would bring over a lot of scenery pieces from Planet Coaster 1 and new coasters to make the Adventure Pack. Firstly, I'd love to see some new gen Vekoma family coasters. A Boomerang one, a Lift Hill one, and while they're at it, they can bring back the Motorbike Coaster too. And another new gen Vekoma I'd love to have in the game would be the Vekoma Family Suspended Coaster. These are so fun to be able to ride in real life, and I'd love to be able to make one in one of my parks. And while we're at it with cool new gen family coasters, definitely one of the new B&M family coasters. These look awesome, and I'd love to have one in the game. Also, another great family coaster is the Mack powered coaster. It would be fantastic to have one of these. I'm sure the mechanic will work because we have different like powered track rides in Planet Coaster 2 already, so having this would be fantastic. The next DLC I'm sure would probably be one of the most popular ones, and that is the Industrial DLC. The first and most obvious choice for this DLC, so that you can get all of your steampunk goodness, is the Vekoma launched flying coaster. Bring on all of the new gen Vekomas, but especially this one. And to tie in with that, it would be great to have the brand new launched Super Boomerang. Just more shuttle and boomerang coasters I think would be great in general, but this one would be really fun to be able to make. Next, which I'm sure would be one of the most popular coasters in the game, a Mack Striker coaster. This fits with the industrial theme so well, but just in general would be a fantastic coaster to have in the game, and I'd love to be able to build one of these. Just think of the potential with all of the different trick track elements that we now have. And you can't have a Striker without a spinner as well. I would love to see a Mack Extreme Spinner be brought into the game. These rides are so fun in real life, and I'm sure they'll be incredibly fun to build in Planet Coaster 2 if they were ever added. And the final DLC I'd like to see is a bit of a different one. I'm going to call it Blast from the Past. This is the DLC that I'd put all of the old and quirky coasters in that we don't currently have. Ones like the Togo Ultra Twister. Imagine how fun this would be to have in. It's such a weird and unique coaster type, and I'd love to be able to build one someday. But fun fact, I think this ride was actually planned to be in Planet Coaster 1. A Planet Coaster creator I know did actually find this coaster type in the code of Planet Coaster 1 and managed to actually get it to work in the game. So this would be fantastic to see Frontier bring this back. Next, we're getting really quirky. I would love to see an Arrow Pipeline coaster. Even just some more experimental coasters be added to the game. Maybe ones that don't even exist yet, or like this, ones that never have existed. Now, as much as I despise this ride in real life, it would be great to see a Zampola Valere get brought into the game. You know, just for the memes. To go along with the more classic coasters, I'd love to see a proper old school Zero Tivoli get added. Ones with one of the trains that's about 10 miles long, and the very questionable clearance. You can get very close to this track. And that's about all I could think of. Please do let me know in the comments if you've got any other ideas for rides that you'd love to see added to the game. I'm sure there are hundreds, and Frontier have definitely got a great pool of attractions to pick from when deciding on what roller coasters to put in their DLCs. I'd hope that these DLCs would be bundled with loads of new scenery pieces as well, and it'd just be really fun additions to the game, and I really can't wait to get the first DLC. Any more content for this game would be fantastic, because I'm having a great time playing it, and I hope you all are too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and that would be absolutely insane if you can help me get there. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.